Yay. Okay. Hi, everyone. I love you. Thanks for doing this weird thing. Oh, Irabor. Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. Oh, wow, you got
Hello
like a matrix screen going on right now, though.
to that.
Nice.
I
You're
am
like a
recording now.
private. Send me out of Sansara.
Do you hear me?
So, a little bit. Uh, well, guys, I just want to say that this is really, really cool to me. That this is something that we do.
Wait,
Um,
sorry.
oh, you're good, Erevorn, no worries. Um, and so I want to just take a moment and share this screen real quick. The show, Fast for Hunger. Okay, so when we started this, uh, I was just fasting because I thought it was a good idea. And then I realized how much it benefited uh, my meditation and my yoga. So then I was, saying, hey, imagine that instead of eating food, you fast and then you feed your neighbor. It's part of this idea of like when we want to help, sometimes we think we have to go far away. Hey, Selena, can you mute them? Thank you.
Yes, I will watch. Oh yes, we see. I'm good.
Nice. Uh, but what the truth is that we don't have to go far away to find someone to help. There are people in our exact cities, our exact towns, not far from us, who need help, and we can help them. So the idea for Fast for Hunger was to skip a meal or three or more, and then feed your neighbor. Because if someone has a hungry stomach, or if they're eating but they're malnourished, that it'll be very difficult. It'll be very difficult for them to think about higher things like living an ethical life or the nature of reality or these different things. And the truth is that the more people who engage with that curiosity and that investigation of what it means to live a beautiful life and a meaningful life, then the world heals. So uh, we had the dream of making a map where every single time someone fed their neighbor, they dropped a pin on the map. Is the sound okay? Is that everything okay, guys? I see in the chat. Yeah? Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
yes.
Um, that we would see a map covered in pins, in these little pins where someone fed their neighbor. So I just want to take a moment and congratulate all of you who have done this cool, funny thing of sacrificing your food to give love to your neighbor. So thank you everybody who contributes to this. When I did my first meditation for this, no one came and no one fasted with me. And with the help of Sophia, thank you so much, with Paulina, with Karina, with all of the translators, we've gone from no one meditating to 50 people meditating last time, and 17 people who dropped a pin on the map. So that's really cool. And I just wanted to say congratulations and thank you. Okay. So when we all come together with a shared vision, then it amplifies the benefit of our meditation. So thank you for joining today. I hope that you can use your hunger as a gateway into powerful meditation. So let's begin. Today's meditation is on cultivating infinite compassion. And so we're going to be doing a meditation where we think about the kindness of other people that they've shared with us, and then to use that love as a flame that then goes into our being and then illuminates the world. Okay. So take a nice deep breath. Open mouth, exhale, relax. Cool. I'm going to take a little bit of a stretch up. I draw my hands up to the side, open up my chest, open up my heart. Now let's find stillness. Stack your spine wonderfully straight. Imagine that each vertebra was like a coin, one stacked onto the other. And imagine that there's a string connecting the top of your head all the way to the heavens, all the way up to the sky. So you're rooting down through your tailbone and you're lifting up through the top of your skull. And now let's find a pleasant sensation. Maybe it's your hands on your lap. Or maybe it's the pleasant feeling of your breath on your nose. And we find ourselves relaxing. And we're relaxing vibrantly. Consider our motivation. Our motivation to expand our love and to expand our compassion so completely that we see a world where no one knows hunger, and a world where everybody has everything that they need to live a good life. We'll take 3 breaths in silence. Now I invite you to think of the love of your mother or of some great teacher who really loves you. Bring them to mind. Someone who really cares about your well-being. Someone who has made sacrifices to take care of you. And bring them in your imagination. Bring them directly in front of you. Now go through your mind and remember a couple specific instances when you felt loved by this person. Maybe it's some big moment, but maybe it's a tiny moment. And bring their love into your mind. A baby cannot survive at all without the love of someone else. Even when you were crying and screaming and pooping, someone took care of you. Or maybe later when you were a selfish teenager. At least I was a selfish teenager. Someone took care of me. Even when I was resentful and rebellious and ungrateful, someone fed me. Maybe this person who loved you, maybe you got so angry at them once that you told them that you hated them. And they still cared about you anyway. They gave you a bed. They gave you food. So pick one moment that you felt was incredible and inspiring in the unconditional love that you received. Pick one moment where you felt that you received deep compassion. And feel grateful. Allow the vastness of their selflessness to engulf you. Dissolve into that selflessness. Now, if you've lost the image of that person in front of you, bring the image back. See them in front of you, knee to knee. Look at them directly into the eyes. And say, thank you. Regardless of whether I was worthy or not worthy, you showed me compassion. And from the core of my being, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, let's exchange positions. Imagine that you were that person, looking through their eyes back at you and hearing you say thank you. What would you be thinking if you were them hearing that? Perhaps you would think, of course, it wasn't even a conscious thought. It was a movement of the heart, purely. I gave you love because I love you deeply. Without exception, without condition. Infinitely. I love you. You're looking at yourself through their eyes with infinite love in your heart. Now imagine that you are hungry and you see yourself through their eyes as hungry. Not having enough food. Malnourished. Struggling. Unwell. Tired. Weak. Sick. As this being of infinite love, what would you do? Without thought, you would give yourself healthy, nourishing food. Without even thinking twice. And that movement of giving would be as natural as the sun shining. Now you watch your hungry self eat the food and become nourished, become vital, relaxed, filled with deep gratitude. Imagine an arc of light connecting your two hearts. And through that arc, infinite compassion is given and received. And it feels like pure love. Now drop away the bodies so that all that is left is that arc of light. And begin to condense that light into a small orb, shining, radiant. Like a miniature sun. It is the quality of pure compassion. It is the complete absence of self-cherishing. It is the complete absence of greediness. So that the only thing left is karuna, which means infinite, perfected compassion. Imagine this orb floating in an empty space. And now imagine an ocean rising below the orb. And so it looks like an ocean of your consciousness, with a moon of compassion reflecting off its surface. And draw the two closer, closer. And see the light and the radiance of the orb filling the ocean with light. So that it becomes difficult to distinguish where the ocean stops and the orb starts. And feel your consciousness bathed in compassion. Then, in a single moment, the two connect and they merge. And in that moment, the ocean turns into steam. Imagine every single hungry person in the entire universe across all time and space. And with your next exhale, blow this steam of perfected compassion to every corner of the universe. And you see that all who breathe it no longer know hunger. Imagine them inhaling and no longer even having the idea in their mind of not having enough. You are the thing that conquers hunger forever. You are infinite, perfected compassion. And you give yourself entirely to help all beings. And you can feel the relief of the universe. Now bring back the steam into the orbit. At first, it's the size of a planet. And you continue to condense it. Now it's the size of a continent. Now it's the size of your city. You continue to withdraw it from your city into your room. And then from within your room, you bring it into your body. You place it into the center of your heart. This pure consciousness of perfected compassion radiating from the center of your heart. And imagine there's a channel in your body filled with this essence. And it's glowing, it's radiant. And it starts at the place just between your eyebrows and a little up. And as we inhale, we can feel it going up the skull, down the back of the skull, traveling down the spine, just in front of the spine, and going all the way down to your navel. And you have this channel radiating. This is in you. This is you. This perfected compassion is available to you all the time. And the whole world is waiting for you to share this radiance. Commit to living a life where your compassion is a breath of fresh air to all those who interact with you. Commit to giving it to others without condition. without expectation. Give compassion as naturally as the wind blows, as naturally as the rain falls. And as blindly as the sun shines on every object around it. Take a deep breath through the nose. And an open mouth exhale with an ah. You can blink your eyes open. Take a stretch. Open your heart. Thank you for joining today. I think you all are amazing. It is a complete honor to share this moment with you. How cool. How radical. How radical to not eat and dedicate that to others. All right, so if you're fasting today, please report on the website or through the form that you did it and where you did it, so that we can make more pins, so we can cover the whole earth with pins on that map. Join us for the next one on April 20th at 12 p.m. same time with Benji Bridges. If you guys don't know Benji yet, you're gonna love him. He's so great. So again, that's on April 20th. And then sign up for the newsletter on the website. So fastforhunger.earth. Go to that website, sign up for the newsletter, and then we'll send you emails to remind you to do the fast. And then a cool event YSI is doing. If you like this, then you're gonna love. We're doing a Lady Niguma course, and it's gonna be in Turkey. Karina, is it available online? Did that happen? Maybe you can chat that in. But the link is in the chat, so go ahead and click on that if you're interested in that. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Translators, you're incredible. You're selfless. You are a great example of unconditional compassion. So thank you so much. And thank you for the whole team at YSI for making this possible. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Love you.